minutes after 7 o'clock. It is November 19th, 2015. Getting late in the month, Robin.
I know. It is just really, going fast.
It is 71 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can get a bite to eat. By the way, the cleanest concrete in town, right here, the cleanest concrete in town.
And they got rid of a super huge wasp nest too on the ground. We didn't even see it being created up there.
Oh,
like 3 inches.
Don't know
in
what you mean.
diameter.
Don't know what you're talking about. All right. Well, thank you. Good morning. Good morning again, Robin. How are you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Good. You went to see a play over at the Ocala Civic Theater called Kitchen Witches, so I want to make sure we talk about that. It sounds like it was a good time for you and your mom.
Absolutely incredible.
So we'll talk about that. There's a lot of stuff in the news this morning about ISIS and about terrorism, et cetera, et cetera. The one that probably disturbs me the most is the threat against New York City, although the mayor there says nothing reliable, no reliable threats or whatever he says.
No, they better be. I bet they're on their toes, though. I bet they're just
hard.
not dissing it.
How do they handle that? But anyway, so we'll talk about, let's see, what are a couple of headlines? 8 Syrians caught in illegal Texas border crossing. Honduras detains 5 Syrians heading to the U.S. with stolen Greek passports. Marco Rubio skipped 2 classified briefings on Paris to raise money on the West Coast. Some headlines right here. ISIS says that airplane that went down over Egypt was brought down by one of their bombs, which was made in a soda can. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, I didn't see that one.
And ISIS a video that was released, threatens an attack on New York City. And the French president, what's his name? Francois Hollande, whatever?
Yes.
He says extremists may strike with chemical and biological bombs.
Yeah.
Chemical and biological bombs.
Gosh.
So it's crazy.
I know.
Crazy. I would really rather just talk the whole time about the play.
Yes.
Because that's fun, and I like fun. But you gotta kind of get the news out there. So that's what we'll do between 7:35 and 8. And the phone lines will be open. We will offer our opinion about those things. We don't for 1 minute. We don't pretend for 1 minute. I say that with a little bit of passion because I've been accused of being the guy who always thinks he's right. I've never been the guy who always thinks I'm right.
No.
But anyway, so we don't for 1 minute think that our opinion is the opinion. We want your opinions. That's why the phone lines are open. Now, we don't do that at 8:35. That's because we don't offer any opinion. We just simply read the news. It's a way to get a lot of news in a short period of time, and it does run the gamut of serious to not so serious news.
Exactly.
But we don't offer opinion during that segment called News Bites. 9:05 today. Veterans News is a full hour today.
Yep.
Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets will be hosting Dr. Mark Knapp. Dr. Knapp is a doctor at the VA clinic right here in Ocala. There was news about the old bowling alley next to the Veterans Park that will become a one-stop shop for veterans needs. Yes. In the near future.
Exciting
sounds
stuff.
Like Hank and Vets Helping Vets got together with George Albright and with the county commissioners, and they worked out some kind of a deal, and we're able to purchase that old building, and it will be transformed into a new veterans place. So looking forward to hearing the details about that.
Great idea.
10:05 today, Mr. Loren Stein will be on the air with us. Mr. Stein is an editor, and he's written a book called The Professionals, New American Writing from the Paris Review.
Yeah.
Again, another book we had scheduled before the attacks in Paris.
Yep.
Just one of those weird things. We had like
is.
5 or 6 books about Paris. It's kind of weird, isn't it, that we had that happen?
It is very much.
Marina Simcox is coming on at 10:20. She's coming on with Carly O'Brien. Mm-hmm. They're talking about the importance of forming a multidisciplinary healthcare team following a cancer diagnosis and the critical role that family caregivers play during a patient's journey. November is National Family Caregivers Month. Mm-hmm. Peter Breitenfelder is coming on at 10:35. He'll be in the studio. He is one of those guys that says, I am going to go somewhere else in this world and try to bring goodwill to the people out there. He's a missionary. He is raising funds for a mission trip to Belize. We'll find out about his plans and how maybe we can help him. Amy Freeman at 11:05. She is a certified diabetes educator with Ocala Health and the head of the diabetes education program at the Senior Wellness Community Center. She's coming in as a guest of our friends over at Ocala Health.
Yep.
Suzanne Santangelo specifically, correct?
Yep, and Brittany Marthaler will be here, yes.
Oh, Brittany will be here today. Okay. Anyway, November is Diabetes Awareness Month, so she'll be talking about that, answering questions, by the way, if you have any. Fun with Joe today. Mm-hmm. I have some badly translated movie quotes. I will read you the bad translation of a movie quote.
Okay.
In other words, what they do is, and we've done this once before with other things, they take a popular quote, a famous quote from a movie, translate it into another language,
yes,
and then retranslate it back into English.
Yeah, it's fun.
And yeah, it's crazy. So your job will be to guess the title of the movie that it comes from. Mm-hmm. Some of them are pretty easy, I think.
Yeah.
When Galen Unol is on the phone, Galen is a married man.
Yes, he is.
So I thought I would help him out a little bit today.
He's very married.
Very married. I'm not so sure
He
what that
is.
means.
Too bad,
He
ladies.
loves his wife, is what you mean.
That's right.
I have the 20 best gifts for women this Christmas season.
Oh, okay.
The 20 best gifts for women.
Oh, nice.
Not from women, for women. Yes, a couple nice gifts. A couple of gifts in here. A man wouldn't mind either. As a matter of fact.
Really?
A couple of nice gifts in there, yeah.
Oh, now I can't wait to hear
yeah,
this.
there's a camera in there. It looks really nice.
Oh, a camera.
Yeah, I know. We have enough cameras, don't we? Everything is a
Yeah.
camera now. Phones are cameras. Cameras are cameras. Cameras are
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah, and there's cameras all over the place. I mean, you're afraid to do anything for fear you're going to be caught on camera.
Today is National
Can't be free
Carbonated
anymore.
Beverage with Caffeine Day.
Really?
I would suppose what comes to mind? Coke?
Yes.
Wonder who made up this day? National Carbonated Beverage with Caffeine Day. Today is also National Play Monopoly Day.
Oh, how cool.
Now, as a kid, National Play Monopoly Day for me and my brothers was always Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Because we'd go to visit our relatives up in Connecticut, and the Monopoly game came out, and that's how we would spend 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 hours.
Oh, okay. Is that the only time you play Monopoly?
Pretty
with
much.
Your brothers?
That's what I
Really?
remember, yeah. That's how I
Wow.
remember it.
Wow.
But today is the National Play Monopoly Day. I don't know if it was back then, but it is now. And
Okay.
today's the Great American Smokeout. It's always the Thursday before Thanksgiving. This is the day when all those people who want you to quit smoking want you to quit smoking.
Yeah.
So make your day today. Say, you know what? I'm going to quit today. I'm going to say I'm done with it. I haven't smoked a
Yep.
cigar. Cigars were my choice of tobacco products, and I haven't had one probably, what'd you say, 8 years already?
8 years, I would say,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a long time.
Yeah, I would say it's been at least 8 years you quit cold turkey.
Yes, I love cold turkey.
Oh, me too, with mayonnaise on bread, just slathered up. Oh, that's so good.
Let's see. What do I have? Can I do something light instead of something heavy? Anything
Okay.
light? Oh gosh, this is not light, but this is a unique and weird story. I don't have the text in front of me, but a monkey died yesterday on Highway 200 outside here.
It did.
I think
Were you hit by a car?
hit by a car. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, do you remember? Oh gosh, Dave Schlenker from the
Schlenker,
Star
yeah.
Banner. He posted that in the parking lot of the Star Banner. He saw a monkey. Remember?
Right, I remember that.
And then later on in the day, I guess that same monkey must have crossed Highway 200 and was hit by a car. Now that is.
How could that driver not see a monkey?
Oh, come on, Robin. You can't
What?
blame the driver.
Oh.
We hit a cow. I think a monkey is probably pretty fast. Probably just ran out there.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably
that's right.
panicked.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said
No, a
that.
turtle you could say that about.
Yeah, that's
How
right.
do you hit a turtle?
That's right,
I mean,
but
you have to
monkeys are quick,
see it.
yeah.
The turtles. Oh, monkeys! Come on.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't know who's faster, a monkey or a cow, but.
No, you're right. I just didn't think about that. No, I did not.
So anyway, that was
Sorry.
kind of a sad and
Apologize.
weird
Right.
story yesterday, huh?
It's very sad.
And what's kind of interesting about that is that the monkey, the
Morning,
article in the
Tom.
Star Banner. Hey Tom, the article in the Star Banner indicated that it was one of those rhesus monkeys.
Uh-huh.
You know, I love their chocolate peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
And
wasn't Smiley, was it?
I hope it
it's
wasn't
not
Smiley.
Smiley.
I have a theory there's more than one Smiley.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. How could Smiley? You think Smiley's still out there? That would be a 40-year-old monkey. Is that possible?
I don't
Smiley
know.
the monkey. For those who don't know, there's a monkey. There's a story about a monkey. Should I even do this? There's a story about a monkey out in Silver Springs, right? And he will smile. I can't remember the whole story now, but he smiles at you, right?
Yeah.
And so I got him on camera, I thought.
On video, yeah.
On video, yeah, by
That's cool.
accidentally. And I thought, maybe they all smile. I don't know, but anyway.
Well, that's sad. I feel bad for the driver.
But I mean, look at where we are here on 200. It must have walked a long way before. It must have crossed a lot of other roads.
Yeah.
Before it got here.
Not the first time monkeys have been in this area.
Really?
Over the years. Oh, yeah. My mom worked for the police department like 30 years ago,
3,
and there were monkeys.
2, 1. We're done.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio striking a defiant tone in response to a new terrorist video again threatening the city.
The finest police force in this nation. For 14 years since 9/11, this police force has consistently protected the city.
Police Commissioner Bill Bratton saying the video was a poorly assembled montage of old propaganda footage. Thieves in Norfolk, Virginia made an unexpected stop yesterday. After stealing a car, they found an 8-year-old boy in the back seat, then dropped him at school.
We've got detectives assigned to the case. They're actively following up on current leads, but no arrests have been made.
Police spokeswoman Melinda Ray says the boy was unharmed. Former NFL quarterback Doug Flutie's parents died within an hour of each other yesterday. His father died of a heart attack in a Florida hospital. Then his mother suffered a heart attack and died less than an hour later. They've been married for 56 years. Fox News, we report, you decide.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what Living United feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Join us downtown for a truly wonderful Ocala tradition, the 32nd annual Light Up Ocala, on Saturday, November 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. The highlight of the evening will be the lighting of downtown Ocala and the 42-foot Christmas tree at 6:30. There'll be live entertainment, crafts, food, children's activities, and of course, a visit by Santa. And you can stop by the WOCA booth and register for your chance to win a brand new big screen LED TV. So come, be a part of the 32nd annual Light Up Ocala.
Looking to put your money to work? Florida Credit Union has 3 CD specials: 12 months for 1.05% APY, 24 months for 1.50% APY, 36 months for 1.75% APY each with a $10,000 minimum. Federally insured by the NCUA. APY equals annual percentage yield. These rates effective through December 31st. Change at any time. Visit one of Florida Credit Union's convenient locations today or visit their website at flcu.org.
Cookies, 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 cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order.
Cookies, cookies,
Yum.
cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
The Great American Cookie Company.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. 71 degrees here at the studios of The Source, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall. Looks like another possibly rainy day. It rained last night where I live. I don't know if it rained where you live. There's a 60% chance we'll see rain today. High temperatures in the mid-80s. Lows tonight around 66 degrees. Some cool temperatures are moving in after the rain, as is normal. Tomorrow's highs not even 80 degrees. 79 degrees is what is expected for Friday. And Saturday night, listen to this, lows around 63. Sunday night, lows around 48. Monday night, lows around 45. High temperatures on Monday, 68 degrees. Wow. You better get that extra blanket on.
Yeah, well, Saturday is great because that's light up Ocala, and you want to make it feel like it's,
that's right. Yes.
Chilly.
That'll be
and
great. Yes.
With, all the ladies love the boots and the coats and the hats and.
All the men like the ladies' boots, too, by the way. You ladies like the boots, but us men like the boots, too. All right, WOCA has 2 big screen TVs that we are giving away. They are 58 inches in size. They are LED TVs. They are provided by Sears right here in the Paddock Mall. And you can enter by the drawing by calling when it's time, and you find out when it's time when we say it's time. Right now, it's not time.
Okay.
However...
Yes.
Saturday, if you stop by our booth or whatever you call that thing, we'll be under one of those tents, one of those 10 by 10 tents.
Yeah.
Right near the Christmas tree.
Yep.
The big Christmas tree. You can enter your name in the box, and that's one way to enter your name into the box. You can have your name in the box 3 times. One is by doing it that way. The second way is by calling in when you hear us or Tom or Buddy announcing that. The third way is by going on to Facebook. You have to go to the WOCA Facebook page. Robin, do you remember what I said was the actual name of that?
No, I don't remember that.
Right,
but there's 3 on there,
I know.
and the one with I'm just telling the audience there's 3 Facebook WOCAs. The one with the most likes is the page that you go to. Real easy to spot. You see the like number.
Facebook.com/newstalk.woca.
Okay.
That's the one. And what you have to do, if you can, for the third way to get your name in the box, and you can get your name in the box 3 times. So the more times you have your name in the box, the more likely it is you'll win, obviously.
Yep.
If your wife has a different name than you, by the way. So I'm just saying. You could multiply it at least by 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you go to that Facebook page, you have to we want you to like the page itself, obviously. But here's the problem. When you like the page, it shows up as a number, not a name. And in order to win the TV, we're going to need to know your name. So here's the suggestion, which is to let me go to the thing. The very top post, which Dan Martone made stay there at the top, is the post you have to click like on. Let me see how many people have liked it so far. It is the post that shows there, says big, come on, stop. All these things.
I know.
It says big Christmas TV giveaway, and there are 2 of them, by the way. 2 people will win these things.
Yes.
So you have to like the post itself. There are 22, 23, 24, 25 names on there so far. That's not that many, really.
No.
And we're going to be drawing a winning name, on December 21st. So about a month and 2 days away. That's when we're picking the two names. Those two people will get the two TVs.
Yeah.
And we'll be done for another Christmas season.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you want to get in on this, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that real quickly. So. We do have some serious stuff to talk about, but one more fun thing. You went to see the Kitchen Witches last night at the Ocala Civic Theater. Can I look at your program?
Yeah, certainly.
And what was your thoughts on this?
It was absolutely amazing. If anybody wants to have a good laugh, a good belly laugh, or you need a laugh, or you just want to have some fun, go there. There are 4 people in the cast, Laura Bradford, Deanne Bruce Howard, Joy Newkirk, and Dominique Yarbrough. They all did a fabulous, fabulous job. I had never seen this play before. They're all very, very funny. Sometimes there's a few strong language words in there, so if you're offended by that, just go, because you
if you're offended, just go anyway.
Because they're needed for the context. It is just so
they use
hysterical.
The F word?
It's no.
Oh, they don't use the F word.
No, they use the B word.
The B word, that sounds so bad.
And but
I think the F word is the worst word you can use.
Yeah,
right?
but they don't use that. No,
Okay.
they use the B word a couple of times, and it's just so funny. It
rhymes with witches, doesn't it? Is that why they use it?
I'm not going to tell.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell, because it's just so hysterically funny. There are a lot of different things from like different movies, that you've seen, different things if you pay attention to that. But they are absolutely phenomenal. And one of the real treats was they always show artwork in the lobby, or photographs. For last night, they showcased the artwork of Bill Roberts and his daughter Donna Leeward.
Oh, nice.
From Leeward Air Ranch.
Oh, nice.
And you got to see his pictures and her pictures up close. Some were small, some were huge. Absolutely amazing. And then on the side of some of Donna's artwork, she had handwritten Bible verses on there. So I just thought it was absolutely incredible. So
nice.
Really nice. But Laura Bradford, Deanne Bruce Howard, Joy Newkirk, Dominique Yarbrough. Dominique is a junior at Forest High School. And it's a unique presentation, too. You have never seen a play like this before from the perspective of a TV show. It's a lot of fun, audience involvement. And if you need a good laugh, go, because you will laugh hysterically, and nobody left during intermission, so that's a plus, too.
How many thumbs up?
2.
You got your mother too?
Yeah, 4 then.
So 4 thumbs
My
up.
mother's, yeah, and it was great, because when we were leaving, it just started to pour. So as everybody was standing underneath the canopy there waiting for it to let up, people were actually talking about it, saying how wonderful it was, and it was so good to laugh. So that's just not my perspective or my mother's. It's for us people that we don't know, their perspective. So it's a lot of fun. It's going through November 29th. So my mom and I get season tickets every year, but you can get individual tickets. So just go, have a good laugh. It's fun.
Oh, that sounds good. So I went.
Cast well.
I went to see Mary Poppins, and then before that, I think I saw Guys and Dolls. So I go about once every 20 years or so.
Yeah.
So my question is based on the fact that I don't go very often. Is a 4-person cast unusual? Is that unusual to have such a small number of people?
No, because they've done small numbers of people before. They've even had a 2-person cast in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with I Do. And let's see, the name of the director is Carlos Francisco Ace. He worked for the Hippodrome Theater, and he's got a list of credentials, a mile long. And they just did all such a fabulous, fabulous job. Allison Metcalf is a stage manager, and it was really, really good. Great cast, a lot of fun. Laugh out loud. Don't be afraid to laugh, because everybody needs a laugh.
Don't be afraid to live your life. I'm going to try to segue into the serious news from your fun report there of the Kitchen Witches. Are we giving away tickets to the Kitchen Witches?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, we are.
if you want to win some, you can play Fun with Joe today. There will only be 2 players. There always is only 2 players on Fun with Joe, and one of those players is always the winner.
Yes.
Because it depends on who they, who they pick. Yes.
Who's going to be the best person to win?
All right. So there's no way to take such a fun conversation and segue into all this serious news about ISIS and attacks and all that. So let's take the break like a minute early. And then when we come back, I'll read you some of the headlines and some of the details, and we'll get the list. We'll keep the phone lines open if you want to comment on any of the things we're talking about. So we'll take an early break, get started with this, and move forward through the weather and a few commercials, and we'll be right back with the news and commentary and your phone calls. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, more clouds and sun, warm and humid with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around into the evening hours, the high 81 to 85. Lingering clouds late tonight, those 66 to 70. Tomorrow, clouds and some sunshine. There may be a shower along the coast, the high 78 to 82. For Saturday, mostly cloudy with a chance for showers, high 79 to 83. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
We're saving thousands with Robert Palmer.
So rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around. If you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to get the best credit card, if you're looking at student loans, cell phone bills, you name it, rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around.
That's rule number one, just one more vital part of fighting back to stop being a financial zombie. Yes, you can take the mystery out of the complicated world of finances. Take charge when it comes to your money. Listen in on The Source, 96.3 FM and 1370 AM, Saturdays at 12:05.
Picking up the Honey Baked Ham is the official start of the holidays for me.
Oh, Honey Baked Ham is the best tasting ham ever.
Oh, I love that sweet, crunchy glaze.
And it's easy to serve.
Leftover sandwiches and football.
It's tradition.
Smoked bone-in ham, tender, sweet, crunchy. That's the tradition.
Oh, you know they serve turkey too.
I love Honey Baked.
I just got mine.
Visit your Honey Baked Ham store and cafe, open 7 days at 2709 Southwest 27th Avenue behind Best Buy near Regal Theater.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
All right, 14 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. All right, let's switch to the more serious news and see if you want to call in and express thoughts on any of these things. The number is 622-9622. The first story headline is, let me tell you where I'm getting it from. Hold on. Oh, it's from Bloomberg Report. A new video produced by the Islamic State's media Farhat Media Center, they have a media center, threatens an attack on New York City. The video intersperses New York street scenes with suicide bombers preparing for attack. The video shows TGI Fridays in Times Square and the Gap in Herald Square, as well as yellow taxis throughout the city. At the end of the video, a suicide bomber is shown setting off a grenade as the screen goes to black. French President Francois Hollande is seen next speaking after the Paris attacks. As he ends his speech with the words, "It's horrible," the words, "and what's coming next will be far worse and more bitter," those words are superimposed on the screen. The video also features jihadis praising soldiers of the Caliphate in France for their blessed operation that killed 129 people. Late last night, Mayor Bill de Blasio of New York City said there is no specific and credible threat against the city. Police Commissioner William Bratton agreed with the mayor during an evening news conference by both men in Times Square, adding that there was nothing new about the video, which he called hastily produced. There is no credible specific threat against New York City, de Blasio said, encouraging New Yorkers to go about their business as normal while remaining watchful, which is, of course, what New Yorkers have been doing ever since September 11th, 2001.
Of course they have.
I added those words to that.
Even visitors.
September 12th, 2003, 2 years later, I was in the city with my son. And, I'm sorry, no, it was July 4th, 2003. It was the 4th of July. Anyway, there were police officers on every corner with a German Shepherd. We had, even though I know the city, we were basically tourists. And so we took the train in from Long Island, and the conductor was chatting with us, and so he kind of gave us a little tour when we got out. Well, he went someplace to get us some brochures or something. I can't remember what he did. But anyway, he was pointing out all of the, and I don't know how he knew, but he was pointing out all of the plainclothes undercover guys. I don't know how he knew, but he was. He was, they're all over. They're all over. There's one over there. There's one over. I said, wow, how do you know? He says, I know these guys.
Yeah,
so
must have a briefing.
So he knows the guys. But anyway, so I'm just saying that because from that experience, which was 2003, they had dogs everywhere, and I suppose dogs can smell bombs, I guess.
Yeah, we hear about bomb sniffing dogs all
Those
the time.
dogs were not. I mean, I was happy to see them there, but they were definitely threatening looking.
Yeah,
they were barking at me. One of the dogs barked at me. I just asked the police officer because we wanted to see the police museum because I knew where it was, but I had never walked there before, and I wanted to walk. I wanted to show Alex what it was like to walk in the city, and so I stopped for the policeman and I said, "Can you tell me where am I going in the right direction for the police museum?" And the dog was wanting to kill me.
Yeah.
Anyway, the video is an effort by ISIS to build on the momentum of the attacks in Paris and in Beirut and in Baghdad.
Yeah, they got to be wiped out right now.
Let's hope that they don't do that. And then, of course, you've got New Year's in Times Square in a month, in 6 weeks.
Yeah, you got the lighting of the tree.
It's always a frightening thing. I've known a few firefighters, by the way, who work the city on Times Square, and it's always a headache for them. And not just since this. I mean, even before 2001. Let me go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin. How are you guys?
Good.
Hey, I know I called yesterday about the refugees, and all of this to me is, is related. Whether it's a trip to New York City. What's happened yesterday or Friday in Paris, all of it really kind of spins out, in my opinion, as an American, spins out of the preemptive invasion of Iraq. But Larry, I just had a short list of the countries and the amount of people that they're accepting from Syria, the amount of refugees. I guess I didn't realize the number was that big. It's like 4 million people. But can I just tell you who they are real quick?
Tell me what are you going to tell me again? You can tell me, but what I don't understand what you're doing.
The countries that are accepting and how many they're accepting.
Mark, your phone just went bad. You changed your position or something.
All right, hang on a second, please.
Okay, so the phone went bad.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was hard to hear.
Is that better, Larry?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it went bad again, Mark. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, how's that?
That's better. That's better.
All right. Turkey is 1.9 million refugees they're accepting. Lebanon, 1.1 million. Jordan, 629,000. Iraq, 249,000. Egypt, 132,000.
Right.
Germany, 90,000. Sweden, 64,000. Denmark, 11,000. The United Kingdom or England, 10,000. The United States, 10,000. and the United Arab Emirates are accepting 250,000 refugees from Syria. That's all I have, Larry.
No, okay.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Mark.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me take another phone call. Speaking of the refugees, real quickly before I go to this call, where was the piece over here about? See, no, here's this one. ISIS says a soda can bomb brought down that Russian jet. They don't have to be big. These bombs don't have to be big to be powerful.
No, not at all.
Honduras has detained 5 Syrians heading to the U.S. with stolen Greek passports. That was one of the stories in the news.
Mm-hmm.
And the Breitbart news agency says 8 Syrians were caught in illegal Texas border crossings.
Oh, my gosh.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Hey, Hugh.
Look forward to seeing you at Saturday night at Light Up.
Yeah,
So,
I was...
Let's hope it cools down a little bit and maybe a snow flurry in the air. See, I'm really concerned about these drones and what they possibly can do flying into an audience at a football game or, like you say, Times Square. It's almost preventable to stop them. You know, you could load those things up with a bomb and several of them and just fly them wherever you want to fly them from a point many miles away.
Yeah, you're right. It makes you realize how much we depend on law enforcement trying to be 2 steps ahead of the bad guys. It's got to be one of the hardest jobs in the world, especially today.
Oh, it's got to be unbelievable to figure out what to do and where to go and everything else. It's so. I think it's basically so easy for somebody to do something terrible without being identified or seen. It's just it's almost impossible to be everywhere at the same time where these people are. And I'm really fearful of the drone and what the capability of a machine like that can do.
Yeah, I know. And thank you, Hugh. I appreciate the call. Do you know news media, and we're among them, although, we try to be an entertainment show as well as a news show. And so we do both. But right now we're in the news mode. And we're, not we specifically, but the news media in general is criticized for always bringing up stories that seem to be bent on frightening the viewer or the listener, right? Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes being frightened is a way to be prepared.
You have to be made aware.
There was this story, Prime Minister Manuel Valls warned that Islamic extremists might, and he's from France, by the way, Prime Minister Manuel Valls, warned this morning that Islamic extremists might at some point use chemical or biological weapons, and urged lawmakers to extend a national state of emergency by 3 months in his country, in France.
Yeah.
He said terrorism hit France not because of what it is doing in Iraq and Syria, but for what it is.
Exactly.
He made that statement to the lower house of parliament. He added, "We know that there could also be a risk of chemical or biological weapons." Valls did not say there was a specific threat involving such weapons. In neighboring Belgium, where many of the Paris attackers lived, Prime Minister Charles Michel this morning announced a package of additional anti-terror measures and said 400 million euros, which is the equivalent of $427 million, would be earmarked to expand the fight. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning. Hey, it just brings back a memory from, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year ago, I had a discussion with Chris Blair was at a group we were at, and he says, we got a serious problem. He says, there's bad people out there who are going to, attempt to hurt us, and we have to protect everybody.
Right.
And he hired this guy from, I don't know if it was Tallahassee or somebody who had all this security and homeland protection, and people were criticizing him for doing this, and it was real important. And we're seeing it now how important it is. He says just because we're Ocala doesn't mean we're safe.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no.
And now looking back,
Yeah.
he had the foresight to think, or the knowledge from what other people, are, the fear that people had of this occurring, and it is real.
Right.
It wasn't just something, that we have to hire this guy to protect Ocala. We do have to protect Ocala and Bellevue and New York and Wisconsin,
Right.
Milwaukee, everywhere, because you don't know where these people are, and sometimes they even brainwash our American citizens that have no nothing, no connection to their area to follow them too.
Yeah. Everybody has to be on the alert, and you need a good sheriff like Mr. Blair, Sheriff Blair,
definitely
to be able to think 2 steps ahead.
Thank God that he thought about it, or he's trying. I mean, it's not saying that you got to be able to protect everybody, but at least you can protect.
There you go.
Us with thinking for the future and not staying in tomorrow.
I like having a guy who's a bulldog.
Yes,
he even looks like a bulldog.
Me too.
His wife looks like a French poodle or something, but he looks like a poodle.
Oh my God.
She's outstanding. She's drop dead gorgeous. Let me tell you.
Oh, she's beautiful, and you know what? She's pretty inside as she is outside.
Oh yeah, she works great with the kids in the schools, and boy, Sanji's wonderful.
Look how easy we switched. All right, thank you.
Pretty ladies.
All right, real quick, I want to tell you. I want to tell you one thing. I've never really quite understood how cyber attacks could hurt anybody other than to turn off our computers or make us unable to go on the internet. And I was reading something last night that explained it. Let me see if I can do it real quickly because the music's on. The reason we know what's going on with ISIS is because they're using technology, and they're using encrypting technology, so we can't figure out what they're doing. So if you have anti-encrypting technology, which is apparently what these guys that call themselves anonymous have,
yes,
which, believe it or not, the guys we hate maybe are now the guys on our side.
Good for you.
Anyway, so that explains it. We'll be right back.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Lillian Wu. We've just gotten word that the suspected mastermind of the Paris attacks has been killed in yesterday's police raid. This on AP citing French prosecutors. New York City officials, meanwhile, responding to an ISIS propaganda video cobbled together with old footage.
Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson says there's no specific threat of a terror attack in the United States at this time. He is urging the public to remain vigilant.
The posture across this country after Paris has been to reinforce existing security measures and provide an enhanced security presence.
Later today,